This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll buy some time right. Man open, here is Jones. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert off of play action. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll work it across midfield. Inside the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A big gain that time for the Chargers. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Herbert's throw here into the hands of Jones. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Patrick Ricard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes some adjustments.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's second and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one. And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Rodgers now on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers throwing left side here, and it's complete.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Flushed out right. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On first down, Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second and 8 coming from the 19. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
Rodgers to throw once more. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll try to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. They'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers, flush to his right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Herbert just beat the play clock. Escaping the pressure right. James has got it. Complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Second down and goal. Herbert eluding the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Blankenship's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rodgers now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Gary and Conley. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Herbert. Complete to Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's James. And able to get this across the 20. Before going out of bounds.
Okay, ready?
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. It's Herbert. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the with sticks on fourth.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 18. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd and 9, Herbert eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And that's caught inside the 35.
He's gonna make
Touchdown, a big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Rodgers throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll look to run with Dillon, and he stopped immediately there. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Charger drive about to get going. They begin the drive with Robinson. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Sliding out of the pocket. And I think the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, past the 20. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out. on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Aaron Stokes. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go
touchdown, Packers! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw on target to James. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favorite routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
And they'll run again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Robinson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. James Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They go option right on second and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Packers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. This one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man, complete. Touchdown, Chargers. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Herbert now. Jones goes diving, and he's got it. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing here. Being chased out left.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert off of play action. He's going to let it fly. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's James. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Herbert throwing again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
One last throw here for Herbert. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Green Bay, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.